Hey everybody, it's Kyle here. Just explaining what you're going to be listening to here. Most of you probably following our Sonic Let's Play, so you know that for the Sonic Generations thing, we've been going back and forth between Sonic Generations levels and their original levels. But we've been trying to show off like newer editions of the game, so we wanted to show off for Sonic Adventure DX, which you probably saw because we already did it. But I had the PC version. Keith had the 360 version, which was much more convenient because my computer is not very portable. So even though I could have, I downloaded a save file for the PC version that we used to get the end of the game because we had to show off Perfect Chaos. But I just asked Keith, hey, could you play through Sonic Adventure quickly on your own time so that we would have a save file for the end of the game on the 360 version? And he said yes, but then he came up with this bizarre idea to do it all in one night, but to do it by having a party with a bunch of friends and then recording the entire playthrough of going through the game in a single night and then doing it as the first thing he's ever edited, to edit it down into some kind of one single marathon video or something, which was frankly complete lunacy. So basically what happened was I showed up ahead of time before the rest of the people showed up, and we did it for about an hour until I was able to convince him that it was a terrible idea and we should stop. And so I just took what we did record, which was just us playing Sonic Adventure yet again for an hour, and just kind of turned it into sort of a podcast, kind of like I did when we lost the video for the Sonic Advance episode, the original version. So there's an audio version that's on our podcast feed, and there's a video version that's on YouTube, depending on whichever you're listening to right now. The video version has about 10 minutes of extra content because that was cut out of the podcast version because it needed the visual to make sense, so I cut that part out. So if you want to see everything, watch the video version. But mostly the discussion that we have is The Dark Knight Rises, because this was recorded a month ago or something, and I had just seen The Dark Knight Rises, and Keith hadn't, so I just kind of gave a sort of my opinion, my whatever, my the thing that you call it after you see something and then you say what you think about it. I did that, and then we talked about DC trying to do a Justice League movie and that kind of stuff. So here you go, us playing Sonic Adventure, but not talking about Sonic Adventure yet again.
Check it out. 0% completion. This is gonna be...
Why is this 4x3?
I don't know.
Oh, it's got the bars on the side. Well, I'm glad they put in the effort.
Yeah. Should it not be in 4-3?
It wouldn't hurt if it wasn't.
I guess.
I don't even really know what to say because this is going to come out after our Sonic Adventure episode. And we're going to have a Sonic Adventure episode anyways.
Yep.
I don't even...
I'm gonna edit this way the fuck down. That's right. I'm gonna edit it.
Okay.
And if it never comes out, nobody's gonna have heard me say that.
Yeah, honestly, I think you saying that you're going to do this and you're going to edit it and you're going to edit it way down is basically like when we had never done a Let's Play before and we're like, hey, let's play every Sonic game.
Yeah, but then we still did it.
Yeah, but it was a terrible idea.
It was a pretty fucking bad idea.
Skip this!
I forgot that you could do that. Oh, but we missed that guy saying that dumb thing.
Oh, yeah, we'll get it again in the actual episode.
That's true.
I appreciate the 60 frames.
It doesn't look bad. Although, this is not the best version of this game for sure.
This is the updated... This is DX, though, so all these graphics are... Well, not all these graphics, but... definitely the character models are improved.
Hey, I'll play with you.
Yeah, Sonic's super shiny like he's a toy. That's next gen.
Well, last gen.
It is last gen's next gen. Oh man, I haven't played... So you played Sonic Adventure recently. I watched all that.
Yeah.
This is my first time playing in a long time.
Dude, no, you played a very good percentage of that game.
Did I?
If you just... Yeah. You continue to have the greatest memory in the world. Yeah, it wasn't 50-50, but it was definitely more than 70-30.
Oh yeah, I did do some stuff.
Wait,
Totally
hit
forgot.
the guide button.
Preferences.
Online status, busy on both. So that way, online notifications will not pop up, but achievement notifications will pop up.
Great. I'm gonna get so many achievements.
Achievement. Do you remember that?
No.
That was Jeff's original name that he came up with for achievement hunters.
Oh, we're
was
talking Jeff Ramsey.
Achievement,
Achievement.
which
Not bad.
is
I mean, it's dumb. It's super dumb.
it's super dumb, but it's never left my head. Achievement. It's great. It's a little sexist.
Yeah, but they also don't have any women working there.
Also sounds like a online gay dating site.
Achievement. I don't really understand the idea, like, when somebody really messes up on a port of something, and I'm not saying that this is a real mess up,
Yeah.
but I don't understand why you wouldn't just put the effort in. Why would you...
Time and money.
I guess, but why... You're going to get... I guess you're getting less money at the expense of not burning all your fans. Right?
Hey, Sonic.
Sonic fans are pretty hard to burn.
Sonic fans are so hard to burn.
They improved some of the scripting in these things. Like, you know, the claw that shows up twice, it
Yeah.
doesn't show up twice anymore.
Wow.
Yeah, bummer.
I think I heard somebody say they did some work on the lip syncing. Doesn't look like they did.
The fastest way is by train. Let's go.
I think they did, but not like... There was never lip syncing to begin with. It was just a
was
mouth
just animation,
animation.
yeah.
I think they just changed the animation to be less ridiculous.
Yeah, I don't think they did that though.
I'm
that
pretty sure
funny?
they did, for sure, yeah.
What is this?
What are you doing? You're not still caught up on Nerdist, are you?
I am about 6 episodes behind.
Did you listen to the Bill... So you haven't heard the Bill Nye episode.
No, is it good?
Do you want to know... Do you want me to drop a fucking bombshell on you?
Drop the biggest bomb.
Bill Nye is going to be hosting a science show on the Nerdist channel.
I could not be more excited.
Yeah.
I really like Bill Nye.
That's happening.
That guy is awesome. Did you know that? Did you know?
Yeah,
he's
Bill Nye's
great?
pretty cool.
Yeah. There's a lot of cool science stuff. Neil deGrasse Tyson's going to be doing a science thing on the Nerdist channel too.
I heard that. I don't know anything about that person or what they are or who they are.
He is a super cool astrophysicist.
Oh.
He's director of the Hayden Planetarium. In
So,
New York
like,
City.
he would buy you beer and not tell your parents.
Yes.
Super. We're talking super cool.
Super cool.
Okay.
But he'd do it, and then he'd also kind of be like, hey, be careful. Like, he'd do it, but he'd also be concerned for you.
Uh-huh.
You know what I mean?
So he's
Just
irresponsible.
like a nice... Yeah, he's super cool, irresponsible, but has a heart of gold. He's also got a really great podcast.
But I mean,
about
can
science.
Hey, I'll play with you some
can we underline this though? Super irresponsible.
Super irresponsible.
I mean,
Listen, like, he might be dangerous. Like, he's really cool. He wears a leather jacket, but he rides a motorcycle without a helmet.
fuck.
He's super irresponsible.
Another thing that happened. Well, I don't know if this would be better with anybody else here, but I did just see The Dark Knight.
That wasn't so
Yeah?
hard.
I don't think any of my friends have seen it. I also have not seen it.
Oh, you haven't seen it?
No.
Okay. I didn't want to talk spoilers anyways because that kind of annoys me.
Yeah.
Like when I'm listening to a podcast and I was listening to Tofop and they go like, oh, the movie's been out for like 2 weeks, so everyone in the world who's going to see it has seen it, right? It's
No.
like, no. Oh wait, no, they were talking about Avengers. And the way they phrased it was like, you've either already seen it or you're not going to see it. And I was like, fair enough, because I didn't see it. Yeah, Dark Knight, I wasn't sure what to think going in, because some people were like, it's fucking awesome.
And some people were like,
Some people,
it didn't really...
people were like A+, like Tony from Comic Vine. You know, obviously he's coming from a comic fan perspective and not a movie reviewer's perspective, but he gave it a 5 out of 5
Okay.
and stuff like that. I ventured, as I rarely do, but
Yeah.
I had a good reason. I went to Facebook recently,
Yeah.
and I accidentally saw like either a tweet or like a status update or something that Keith Malley had put in that showed up on my Facebook thing.
Yep.
And he said it was. I'll try to paraphrase here. It was something like, "I just saw Dark Knight Rises. It could hardly have been worse. In fact, I can't think of a single way in which it could have been worse." And I was just like, okay, now I haven't seen it, but I know that's a fucking exaggeration.
Yeah,
And a half.
that
Yeah,
stuff
he
like
doesn't like
that is
movies.
not.
I don't know if he's ever liked a superhero movie or whatever, but
I don't know. I can't.
I know. I didn't want to get you started on Keith Malley. I know. Don't worry about it. I know.
Yep. Oh, okay. That was supposed to happen. Got it.
Head straight.
You still don't remember that.
I wasn't really paying attention, and then I was like, oh man, was I not supposed to go in the tornado? And then I was. So don't worry about it.
I'm glad this version is still like 60 frames or something close to 60 frames all the time.
Yeah.
Because it is in the PC version, but I just assumed maybe on the console it wouldn't be, but that's
Nope.
nice.
They nailed
at
that.
least. I don't know. Or maybe it's hitching a little bit, but whatever. But the Dark Knight Rises I thought was pretty good. It was super long.
Yeah. I heard it was like 3 hours and 15 minutes or something.
It was, by my count,
I was listening to Doug
close
Love's
to
movies.
3 hours.
I was listening to Doug Love's movies, and Tom Lennon had a scene. He played Bruce Wayne's doctor. Was that scene in there?
Yeah.
And
That was so weird. I was just like, why is he here?
Yeah.
Why is this comedian actor here?
He had a joke, and they
they cut the joke? Okay, yeah.
Yeah. It was something like the only part of your body that isn't hurt is your liver. So if you're gonna pick up a hobby, I recommend drinking or something like that. And they cut it.
That's pretty good. Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't think, if memory serves, I don't.
Oh shit! I pressed the A button.
I don't think that part of the movie would. It's not. I mean, the Dark Knight trilogy has never really been one for jokes. So it probably would have been out of place for that scene to have a joke.
But he said it was cut for time, and then he was like, 'Cause
Yeah.
"It's already 3 hours and 15 minutes." And I was like, "Wow, that's pretty long."
It was fucking ridiculous. Like, the movie started at 12:30 if you're not including previews, and I got home at 3:40,
Yeah.
and I was just like, surely it hasn't been 3 hours since I left my house. Or no, it was 4 hours since I left my house because
Wow.
going.
Yeah, going to and from.
Yeah, whatever.
Those travel times will really get you, Kyle.
That's the thing that they.
You know
they
what
don't
I hear. That's how they get you.
Yeah, that's what they don't tell you when they're talking about movie runtimes. It's because the thing is, movie starts at 12:15,
Right.
But then there's 15 minutes of previews, and also it took you a 3-month journey with a traveling merchant to get there.
Yeah.
So it's the problem with movies,
Yeah.
and that's why I don't see movies that much. Yeah, it was super long. Like, it never felt like it dragged.
Right.
Like, because it was just, there was a lot happening at the plot, but the plot just seems
Bad?
kind of, not bad, but just
Okay.
crazy.
I haven't. The thing that you said about Keith Malley was the first bad thing I heard about it. Everything I heard was either like super great or like, I would say everything I heard was somewhere between A+ and C.
Before Keith Malley, the worst thing that I had heard was like something that was like, oh, like it doesn't live up to, or like it's not flawless, but like being only like the third best Batman movie ever made isn't a bad distinction or whatever.
Right.
But
What am I? Oh wait, I know where I'm going.
the plot just goes in some really weird directions, and also like the villain motivations are really unclear. And
Well,
like,
they are crazy people.
yeah, it's just, it's like they have that scene at the end where it's like everything is finally revealed, and we're really gonna tell you really who is pulling the strings and really what their motivation was. And I was just like, what the fuck are you talking about? That was weird.
Would this movie have been better if the Joker was in it and Heath Ledger was still that Joker?
I was thinking about
was
that
the
'cause-
plan. He was supposed to be in this.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, who knows how heavily they changed the script, of course. But I mean, as it is now, I don't really see where the Joker would fit in. And actually, now as I say that, I wouldn't explain why because it would probably be a spoiler, but I actually don't even remember why.
Okay. Whoa.
Yeah, I don't. Oh, I think it. Yeah, I don't know. I guess it was just because the villain's plot was so so different and more grandiose than the Jokers in the original one, it would be kind of weird. It was like, forget that thing I did last time. Now I have bigger plans. It's like, why do you have bigger plans?
Now you've got
I think it would be great.
It was
if
kind
he
of
had,
mo-
if he had smaller plans, but a bunch of them.
It was kind of more ambitious than the Joker would probably be if you're going by like Heath Ledger's Joker, because that was kind of his thing. The second one was almost just like he didn't really care. I'm not. What did he do in The Dark Knight? What was his thing?
He wanted to create chaos.
Yeah, he just wanted to create chaos.
and he was going to do that by blowing up 2 boats full of people.
Right.
Yeah.
I guess it would fit because there's still chaos in there. Yeah. Maybe the problem I have with it is that it wasn't the Joker, and maybe if it was the Joker, I would have been like, this makes a lot more sense.
Yeah.
Maybe. I don't know.
I don't know, but I don't know how much like fake stories about your scar I can handle.
No, come on.
It was great.
That was
but
great.
If they pulled that again,
I don't think they would have. They probably would have done it once to be cute.
Yeah. But like at the very beginning, like, are they going to do this again? And then it never comes up, and you're like, all right, sweet.
Yeah. I also brought my Wii, just because I didn't know it was going to happen.
To here?
Yeah. And no, to the movie theater. Sorry. Yeah, I really needed to keep going with Skyward Sword while I was watching The Dark Knight. But I have like Fortune Street. I don't know that if people like Monopoly. I don't know what you're.
And who doesn't like that?
I don't know. But wait, we were talking about The Dark Knight.
We were.
But the ending was really good.
That's good.
Like it was kind of one of those.
I've
things.
I've heard like almost spoilers about the ending. Like people are like, "Oh, it's fucking crazy," and then I say, "Oh, stop it!"
I mean,
and I'm not like
who
some
knows?
weird
But who knows?
spoiler dick.
Who knows
but-
what? I don't know if I would call the ending crazy. I wouldn't be like, that shit was nuts. It was just awesome.
That's kind of what I heard. I think people that don't really get movies saying things about movies that they shouldn't be saying.
I
think that might be it.
What do you like? How? What do you mean?
I don't know, like I guess what I'm saying is like dumber people.
But I mean, what do you mean that they don't know? Like that they don't know how to not spoil a thing, or just they don't know how to judge a movie?
A little bit of both,
Okay.
if that makes sense. Where am I going
Listen,
from here?
let me tell you 2 things. I'm not going to spoil it.
Okay.
But A, it's the greatest movie ever made, and B, everybody dies at the end, but in a cool way.
That's what I heard about The Dark Knight. Yeah.
Yeah.
Rises. It's the one where he rises, right?
Yep, he rises.
Yep.
I think
because he had fallen at the end of the last one. He had fallen.
Right.
I'm going the wrong way.
Yeah.
This is not the casino.
It also
This is the one where the citizens lose trust in him, and he has to like take pictures of himself doing cool stuff and send it to his editor. That's
You're
this?
so there. What? Like, I'll be honest. There was a moment in the movie where I was like, "Is this Spider-Man now? Is this like? Is this how this is?" Like, he didn't take pictures of himself, but there was like, yeah, I don't know. I guess like it's not gonna spoil anything, but the movie kind of opens with everyone in Gotham kind of having lost faith in Batman because they all think he killed Harvey Dent. Is like the setup.
Okay. See, here that was my biggest problem with The Dark Knight was like here's a villain that you know, Two-Face. Before he's Two-Face, he's dead. Right? Like he didn't even get a chance to be Two-Face.
I would say he became Two-Face when he got his face burned.
Yeah,
But it's still awesome.
he was Two-Face for like an hour.
Yeah, but I think we had this exact conversation before, and I said, like, when you're talking about a movie, an hour, even though it was like a 2.5 hour movie, that's a lot of the movie. Yeah. I mean, because it's not a comic book, so it doesn't make sense to have these, like, eternal villains. And in a lot of ways, that's kind of the greatest flaw of comics. It's almost like comics' greatest flaw and greatest strength is, like, how their characters just exist in perpetuity.
Yep.
But, yeah.
I don't know. I would like, but he didn't become Two-Face until kind of the end of the movie.
Yeah.
He could have just been the
It was
villain
a
of the
great
next
twist.
movie.
No, that would have sucked.
Why?
Because
I love that. I can't remember his name. What's Aaron something? That actor's name? I like him a lot. I would not have minded him to be.
well, that guy was in the whole movie. It wasn't
Yeah,
like,
yeah. But like maybe another movie. I don't know. He was great in Thank You for Smoking. Why
Nah.
can't he be in 2 Batman movies? Two Batmans.
I don't like returning villains. I'm not a big fan. Or more like I didn't love the Harvey Dent character, so like I guess I didn't need more of it. I thought that was a cool arc for that character to have. Like I felt like that character worked in the moment. I don't think like that Harvey Dent would hold up as like this overarching thing. Like it was kind of like this man who is broken and then goes on a rampage. Like that makes sense. Not like is broken and then becomes a supervillain.
But that's kind of what comics are. Like people who like normal people who are wronged and then are supervillains. Like that's what comic books are.
Yeah, but I mean, it doesn't.
I don't
I don't
know.
have to go nuts. Anne Hathaway was great,
Yeah.
mostly, which I expected, and a lot of people didn't, and I wasn't really sure why. Like people were like, Anne Hathaway, what the fuck is this bullshit? I was
Anytime
like,
people like an actress, there's
Like-
just as many people saying she's not good and ugly too. That's kind of like what
maybe Anne
people do.
Hathaway just hasn't been in enough things that aren't called The Princess Diaries. But Anne Hathaway is a really good actress. Like she's really good, and maybe
Yeah.
not a lot of people know that. But
To be fair,
yeah.
she was in Devil Wears Prada.
That was not a bad movie.
I didn't see it, but
It was
I
a
heard
good
it was
movie.
pretty good.
And I was
Try to deposit as many rings as you can. It may even help show you the way.
I was apprehensive.
Yeah.
I knew it started with A, and I knew what it meant.
I told you they were coins. I've been
We
telling you
never
forever.
argued about this, for fuck's sake.
What?
You're making up arguments. This was never a debate.
No, just because I always call them coins instead of rings.
Oh, okay.
And then
Sorry.
he gets all the rings get shaken out of him, and then they're coins.
I see.
Yeah.
I thought you literally just
I'm
meant
not.
that
We
texture.
were never arguing about whether or not when he gets shaken out, they're
Oh, okay.
coins.
I was apprehensive about Catwoman because Catwoman is like my
I don't
favorite.
like Catwoman as a character.
Catwoman is like one of my favorite comic book characters. I like Catwoman more than Batman.
Okay.
And so
Why is that?
I think she's more gray. Like
Right.
it's more like Catwoman has a choice.
You're saying she's older.
Yeah. She's decrepit.
Yeah.
It's more like you never question what Batman's gonna do because he's Batman, but you don't know what Catwoman's gonna do.
Right. I guess.
Also, she's a sexy lady and Batman's a dude, which is kind of
gay. Oh, this is the same one that I just did. Whatever.
But it was mostly good. I mean,
No, absolutely no interest in seeing the new Spider-Man.
no, and I heard it wasn't very good either.
Yeah.
so. Yeah, I don't know. I keep going back and forth on the fact that it seems as long as there are movie theaters, there will never be another summer where there isn't a comic book movie.
Yeah.
And at first, that really annoyed me. But
Yeah.
I think I've come around on it too. It's like, I don't know. I like comic books, so I guess I shouldn't be complaining.
Yeah,
I
I
don't
don't
know.
have any desire to see a comic book movie.
I guess it was
and I'm
more
a
like
huge movie guy. I love going to the movies. Just whatever it is about the comic book movies. I didn't see the Avengers, or any of the movies that the Avengers.
I've heard too many good things about Avengers to not see it. Like I thought it was just gonna be a clusterfuck from like you're gonna put all these actors and all these characters in one movie and try to make it work. Like what are you talking about? But apparently it did work.
Kyle,
so-
it's an ensemble cast.
right.
I heard Mark Ruffalo killed it as the Hulk.
That is what everybody in the universe has said. Yeah.
Yep. I'll see those movies eventually, but just like I don't know what it is about them that I just really don't care.
I think I was put off by the unoriginality of just like let's make movies of every comic book character because Hollywood doesn't know what to do with themselves anymore.
Yeah.
But I think I've just gotten to the point where it was like
Maybe that's what it is. Maybe it's like maybe I don't care for them because I just don't. I want people to make new movies.
right. I guess that's the thing is just that like the whole conceit of superhero comics at this point is the fact that there are things that have existed forever and just every new thing is just going to be like what do you do with this character that has already
Yeah.
existed.
Yeah.
So in that way it's sort of like I mean that's what comics are about, so I guess I can't really get mad
Yeah.
at movies doing
It's-
it, even though it's just like I was sitting in the theater for Dark Knight, and one of the trailers that played was Total Recall.
Yep.
And I haven't seen the original Total Recall, but I thought the trailer for the new one looked really awesome. It was just the fact that it was like
this is a thing that's happened already.
there are so many talented writers out there that would love to write a really cool script for
For
an
a
awesome
new thing.
for an awesome sci-fi movie. Why do we need to make another Total
yeah,
Recall?
especially because from what I've heard, you could totally get away with not calling this Total Recall and having it still be what it is.
Yeah. So they're just doing that. They just want to make money off the name Total Recall.
Yeah.
But
Which, does that even hold water? Like, I haven't seen that movie.
yeah, Total Recall is in high regard, held in
Okay.
high regard.
But here's the thing. So the most recent Spider-Man 3 came out only like 4 or 5 years ago, right?
Yeah.
And they're making a new Spider-Man movie. They just made 3 Batman movies. And Christopher Nolan was like, I'm kind of done with doing Batman, so they're going to get a new...
what is this?
I've
What is
never seen this.
happening?
No idea.
I don't remember this.
I don't remember this. I've never seen this, I don't think.
Whoa! If I've ever seen this before, it was a long time ago.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
Whoa. Okay, cool.
That's pretty cool. Oh yeah, so Christopher Nolan, like, I'm not gonna do any more Batman movies,
Right.
but they're still making another Batman movie
Right.
for like 2 years from now with a new guy. It's gonna be a whole new story. Pretty soon they're gonna start making remakes of stuff while that stuff is still being filmed. Like, it's just all gonna collapse in on itself.
Again-
and there's gonna be 2 movies opening on the same day with the same title.
Here's the thing. I've decided that it doesn't bother me when it comes to comic books because comic books are all about the reinvention.
Right.
It's all about, it's like Spider-Man was never going to be a different character to begin with, so every Spider-Man movie is going to be pretty the same anyways.
Yeah.
And so I don't mind someone having a different take on Spider-Man because I didn't really love any of the Sam Raimi Spider-Man movies.
I thought 1 was good. I thought 2 was great.
I thought 1 was good, and I thought 2 was no better than 1. And
Okay.
then I thought 3 was not far behind, which apparently,
People
like...
hate it.
I've mentioned this before, but it was basically what happened was 2 came out, and I heard everyone on the planet rave that 2 is the best superhero movie ever made, and
But
whatever
at that point,
else.
there haven't
Yeah,
been
there
many
was
good
like
ones.
I think there was X-Men 2 though.
There was
X-Men
X-Men
2
2
is very good, and by the time I saw Spider-Man 2, I had heard so many people rave about it that I came out being like, I don't really get what everyone saw in this movie.
Yeah.
Like, I wasn't really that impressed. And it was the opposite for Spider-Man 3, where I waited a really long time, so by the time I saw it, I had heard everyone in the
all the terrible
world say
things.
it was terrible,
See,
and then I didn't mind it.
I saw it pretty early on. I have enough rings, so I'm just kind of letting it go.
Yeah.
I saw it pretty early on, and all the parts that people complained about, I just thought were hilarious. Like, just really, I mean, I don't
Like,
think I was
ironically
supposed to
funny
think-
or normally funny?
I think a combination of both. Like, I just thought it was pretty funny.
But, so here's the thing, like, they say they're gonna remake Batman, specifically because after seeing what Avengers did, they want to do a Justice League movie. So...
great.
But the Batman, the Christopher Nolan Batman is really a thing that stands on its own, and it wouldn't really work. It wouldn't really mesh with like the tone of like the DC universe of like Justice League and stuff. So they're trying to like,
Because those movies are really dark.
I mean,
Literally and
super dark,
super dark.
dark as fuck.
Dark as
these
fuck.
movies.
How many lights did they turn on? Barely one.
Skip this.
Yep.
So the idea is they're gonna try to do Batman again, but slightly less dark, or just slightly more in a way that makes it mesh with the other DC properties and whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing about like rebooting Spider-Man is that like no one liked Spider-Man 3.
No one
So like you can get away with redoing Spider-Man because it's like, hey, we're gonna, like you feel like we ruined Spider-Man, so someone else is gonna get a shot. But like people fucking revere the Dark Knight movies.
Yeah.
Like And I'm not saying that they're flawless movies. I mean, I really like them a lot, but I can recognize a lot of flaws in them.
Yep.
But I mean, people just fucking love those movies.
Yeah.
Like, you need to give that franchise time to breathe, because you can't just come out with another Batman movie and not have people tear it
It has
down.
it has to be exactly as good as
Or like
Christopher Nolan.
You have to find like the most original, like untread path to come at it from that like wasn't touched on in the Christopher Nolan movies. Like
Yeah.
you have to find some way to really do it differently.
I know 6 Christopher Nolan movies. 3 of them are Batman movies. The other 3 are The Prestige, Memento, and Inception.
Yeah.
And I've seen, of those 6, I've seen 4.
4.
2 Batman.
You got to make it 5.
I gotta make it 5. I've seen 2 Batman.
Memento's fucking fantastic.
I have not seen Memento. I've
It's
seen
so good.
Inception and
You've seen-
Prestige.
I haven't seen Prestige. What's
of those
that?
4, it's a movie about science and magic and Nikola Tesla.
That sounds awesome.
And
Why haven't I seen this?
It's fucking really good.
Oh.
A lot of people don't like. A lot of people say like,
Hey,
so,
hey, Christopher Nolan kind of makes some pretty good movies.
Yeah.
I don't know if you know that.
So like if you're gonna, basically what I'm saying is if you're gonna come out with a new Batman movie the year after one of our best filmmakers makes a Batman movie,
To be fair, I don't think it's coming out anytime soon. I think
thought
it's
it was
going to be
coming out in
like
2 years.
I thought it was going to be like more like 4 or 5.
I heard
Like
it
the
was,
the
in
thing about the
pre-production.
Justice League movie is
I heard it was in pre-pro, like we in the biz say.
no way. It couldn't be. It couldn't be.
It could be.
That would be nuts. That would be suicide. But the thing about this Justice League movie is it's a huge undertaking, and it's gonna. So I think they're aiming at like 2018 or something.
To get all the other stuff in order. you're
Like
saying?
yeah, because they have to have all these movies.
I mean, I could have
They have
heard
to
wrong.
have they have to have another Batman movie. They have to have Superman. They have to have a Green Lantern movie that doesn't suck. They need to have
Oh yeah, they're gonna have to remake that.
yeah. Man, Green Lantern is so good.
Not
And
that movie.
I haven't seen it, but yeah. That's sad. That's sad because Green Lantern is great, and Jeff Johns was involved in that movie, and he's awesome at writing Green Lantern. So
Is he a Green Lantern writer?
yeah,
that who that
he's like the guy that reinvented Green Lantern like in this decade. Like
Whoa.
Green Lantern, from what I understand, kind of took a break, and then Jeff Johns kind of came in and like brought it back, and he did it. Like I've heard a lot of like people who have been like, I've been reading Green Lantern for 35 years, and your run is like by far the best, and all this stuff.
And he wrote that?
And no, he was involved, but
You're saying not involved enough.
or no, I'm saying like what the complaints that I've heard about it was that it just felt fucking like movie studioed to death.
Okay.
Like-
I also heard that the effects were awful. Just awful.
Really?
Yeah. Again, haven't seen it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but there's like, if your movie has a bad story, that doesn't like. There's so many things that can go wrong in a movie that doesn't necessarily point to the writer.
Yeah,
In fact, it was probably
he,
not.
Again, he wasn't. He was like a consultant,
Oh,
so he wasn't. I don't even know if he was a co-writer,
Yeah.
but yeah, I don't know. But what they need to do is they need to let Jeff Johns write the damn movie, and not say, "But what if we added a bunch of jokes?" Or
Was it
not
one of
even
the-
not even like Green Lantern precludes jokes. Green
Right.
Lantern can be funny, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know what happened to that movie. I haven't seen it because I just heard things about it and I went, "That's sad. I don't want to see a Green Lantern thing that sucks."
Well. Oh well.
What were we saying? Oh, I was saying that, like, when you say you're gonna make a Justice League movie and it's gonna take like 7 years for it to come to fruition,
Yeah.
like I almost wonder, like, is like the movie, is the movie industry even going to
That-
resemble a thing that we can recognize by 2020? You really need to stop pushing the A button.
But it was the thing where you pushed the A button a lot.
You should have recognized that you had reached its end.
Yeah.
It almost sounds like it could be like the movie equivalent of like The Old Republic. Like when they
I was just about to say,
Yeah.
it sounds like the movie equivalent of the Elder Scrolls.
yeah, exactly. Like
Yeah, I swear to God, I was just about to say
when
that.
they made the Old Republic, when they started making it 6 years ago, at least, like it was a fucking great idea. Like, oh my God, we're gonna make WoW, but it's Knights of the Old Republic. We're going to be rolling in money. It's going to be
Rolling in money.
disgusting.
This train is never gonna stop.
I'm on a pussy train and it's never derailing. It's never derailing. So.
Is that the Patton Oswalt joke about looking like John Oates from Hall & Oates?
I know.
I look like John Oates from Hall & Oates.
I'm on a pussy trail and it's never derailing.
It may even help guide your way.
Yeah, so I mean, who
change-
knows? Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe or maybe by the time the Justice League movie comes out, it's going to be like the movie theater business is going to be like 50% comic book
God
movies
damn it.
or something.
What the fuck?
What are you
Where am
doing?
I?
Run down there.
The camera was in the wall. I couldn't see where I was going.
Keith, why don't you stop blaming this shitty game and just take responsibility for your actions?
Thanks, YouTube. So you sounded like YouTube just then.
Yeah. So who knows? I mean, I read DC comics,
Yeah.
and it's not like I'm not a fan of Marvel. I just haven't really read any Marvel comics, but I'm a fan of DC comics. So I mean, I would love nothing more than for there to be a run of awesome DC movies and then a Justice League movie that kicks ass. It just sounds too much like I said.
Sounds like they don't understand
or no,
what they're getting into.
Maybe. I mean, I guess why else did Warner Brothers buy DC other than to wait? Did they buy them?
I think they just got movie rights. I'm not sure. I have no idea. I'm not.
Anyways,
I'm not a
they're in
comic
some
book
kind of deep agreement, and why would they do that if not to release a million DC movies anyways? So I guess what else were they gonna do? And it's great for them that the Avengers was such a success because now maybe people are even more open to this stuff.
guy. Yeah.
I guess it just comes from like I said, I had no faith in the Avengers. So the fact that the Avengers was so successful and so good seems like a miracle to me. And
I mean, Joss Whedon wrote it, and he writes stuff.
yeah,
good.
Joss Whedon's awesome.
And
so.
they give him a lot of control because he's like.
Right.
I think.
But who
I
knows?
Think, I think.
Who knows if Warner Brothers is gonna if they're gonna make a mistake and not do that?
Yeah. I feel like people in the industry give Joss Whedon enough credit now to
Yeah.
just let him do his thing. I feel
Yeah,
like
I mean
years
that's
of
what
getting
everyone's saying
shows
is like
canceled.
the Avengers has bought Joss Whedon his golden ticket.
Yeah.
You know. Which good for that guy, I guess. Yeah. It's just. Yeah, I just feel like I have a part of me invested in the DC universe, and I just hope it just
Like it pans out.
yeah. Like I said, like Green Lantern is my favorite comic book. So to have the Green Lantern movie come out and just have everyone hate it so bad, it hurt me in my heart. It made me sad.
I'm here for you.
You know, everyone's yeah. I don't know.
Yeah.
I just hope it's not a string of Green Lanterns.
That would suck. Oh man, that would suck. Yeah, there really hasn't been any movies out that I'm interested in, which is a shame because like there was a period last year. There were a lot of great movies at the latter half of 2011.
Yeah, like what?
I don't know. I can't remember, but I remember going to the movies a couple times.
No,
in
you're right.
college.
I don't. Yeah. Oh, you mean like you saw them?
Yeah, like I went to the theater.
Wait, so then what are you talking about? Weren't you saying like, I wish I saw more movies or something?
No. This year I haven't seen many movies.
Can I play a little bit?
Yeah, you can play. I played Magic for the first time.
Magic the Gathering for the first time?
Yeah,
You've
the
never
card
played
game.
this
I
game
never
before?
played it,
It's
yeah.
really good.
Yeah, it's a good game. I had fun. I had not only had I never played it, I have barely even encountered it.
Yeah.
I think I
Well, we
first
got
heard about
packs of cards at PAX every year that you didn't want to use.
it. Yeah, because I fucking Magic. Who likes Magic? Idiots.
Yeah.
Um.
What? Oh, this dumb card game that's just existed for 25 years? What could it possibly be about that?
Yep, that's how I said it.
Less than 25, but you know, whatever.
Right. But I had never seen people playing it. I just kind of knew what it was. I didn't really know anybody that played it.
Whoops.
And then my friends were like, "Hey, you want to play Magic?" And I'm like, "What?" And they were like, "The card game." And I was like, "You guys do that?" And like, "Not really, but we have thousands of cards from when we were little."
Yeah.
And we played it. And it was great.
Oh, you played older Older Magic?
No, they weren't older, but because I think Nate still gets them and plays.
Where do I go? Oh, we're supposed to Chaos 4. I don't want to do this.
Okay,
Get this out of my face.
where's that? Oh, that's in
It's in the Mystic Ruins.
Yeah. Yeah, when you took it, I was like, I don't think he wants to play this.
I don't want to play Chaos 4.
Ooh, I want to watch this cutscene. Me, what about you?
That's after this. It's not this.
Okay. Oh yeah, you're right.
Oh no. Oh no.
They made the number in the corner a lot bigger.
Give it your. Oh no.
They really put some effort into this fucking shit.
Yep, nailed it.
You couldn't even be bothered to make not the worst HUD element in the world? Like, because the numbers in the corner were all, like, already the dumbest, worst thing.
Yep.
Like, can we just make those numbers bigger? In, like, a different font?
Oh. Ha! Like taking candy from a baby. That's a Chaos Emerald. That's right, fool! You made it all too easy! You practically gave them to me! Hold it right there, creep! You can't get away with this! Knuckles, don't tell me Eggman tricked you again! Me? What about you? Way to go, Knucklehead! Now I have 4 lovely emeralds!
Chaos!
Chaos!
You know, we've had a lot of,
These are for
we've heard a lot of Robotnik voices.
2 of them.
3?
No.
There was this guy, the Sonic 06 guy, and then the other
No,
guy.
that's the same guy.
Same guy.
Sonic 06 guy is same guy.
Oh man, then he got way better.
Yeah, well, he was doing, like, a less cartoony version because it was a less cartoony Robotnik.
That sucks.
Guy who, like, unless I missed something, Robotnik guy now is the guy who did the Robotnik voice for Sonic X. And they got him after other guy died. Man, I really need to read comics again. I need to catch up on something.
Don't. That's not.
I need to catch up on Green Lantern, and there's been, yeah.
That's. I don't know. It's like not a thing that I want to spend money on.
They're cool.
Yeah, I've got nothing against comic books.
There's been a
except that I prefer just reading like books.
for the past year or two. There's been a run of a Catwoman comic where she had her own comic.
Yeah.
So I want to read that because hopefully it's good.
Should ask someone.
I heard it was. I think that was the thing they were talking about. It's gonna be like darker and sexier, or something like that.
Great.
And that sounds okay to me.
Yeah. I don't know. I
Darker,
don't like-
darker, sexier, better, or whatever the thing was on Something Awful.
Darker, sexy, better. I don't know what you're talking
Someone
about.
had like an.
Oh yeah,
a
Dragon Age 2.
Dragon Age 2, yeah. Darker, sexier, better.
Yeah, I never looked at that, but I always laughed at that.
Sonic, wait here for a second.
I feel like I'm flying through this.
You're not.
I'm not.
I would be way farther than you by this point. No offense.
But the only thing that took me any time at all to do was that last guy.
Keith, no fence.
How many fences?
No fence. You also did the casino way in the longest way possible, which is playing pinball.
I think it was not as long as if you went through the garbage chute.
No, it's way easier to just eat it and then go through the garbage chute, because the garbage chute is not a level. It's like half or a third or a quarter of a level, but you can get like 1 billion rings. And you're watching all the cutscenes.
I can't skip this.
Sonic,
Oh, now I can.
I don't want to watch this. I'm just gonna.
You don't have to.
I don't want this. I never asked for this. I never asked for this feel. What the fuck is that?
Wait, what? What the
Never
fuck is
mind.
what? It's the egg carrier.
It was the egg carrier from behind Oh yeah, no, I was right. I was gonna say it looked like the rest of the model hadn't popped in, and it hadn't. I also really part of the reason I hate this section so much is because I despise the music.
Yeah, really bad music.
Pikmin's pretty great though.
Pikmin is great. Pikmin 2 is better.
Pikmin 2 is better.
Yeah, I don't know. Like I saw Japan's just weird. Like they do stuff that's just weird. I saw a video.
Keith, they're just weird.
I saw a video where like it was the
Oh, shit.
the welcome video to a mech that you could buy. They built mechs. You can buy it for like $1 million, and it's like a working mech.
I would
And-
love to see that that full scale Gundam that they have wherever they have that.
Hold on, wait. This is the craziest thing I've ever seen. It's I can't remember what it was.
Wait,
called,
here's my favorite
but
character.
There was one.
Wait, no, shut up. My favorite
Okay.
character, my love scene, the Sonic Adventure love scene.
Tails? Tails?
Tails.
This poor little girl who doesn't have the courage to speak to her true love,
You're not who I'm looking for.
and then she's rejected, and then she stares wistfully as he runs
Oh,
off.
I wonder if he's okay.
Sonic Adventure Gaiden, I'm gonna make it.
Do it.
It's gonna be about that little girl.
She was blushing the whole time.
Hey,
Wait, no, listen.
Can you stop talking about what you're talking about?
No. This is the craziest thing in the world.
Okay, fine.
Like, it's got different like weapon attachments for the arm. Like it's got missile launchers, and there's like a Gatling gun that
How big is
fires-
this thing? What are you talking about?
This thing is like 10, 15 feet tall,
Okay.
and you get in it.
So it's not like a mech. It's like a...
It's a mech and it's on wheels, and you can actually ride it. Do you know where I'm supposed to be going right now?
Yeah, over to the Twinkle Park.
Okay.
Welcome
And-
to Twinkle
and
Park.
So it's got like a facial recognition thing.
Oh wait, no, Casino District.
The way that you fire the BB gun, Gatling gun, which fires 6,000 rounds a minute, is by smiling. I'm not. It's like fucking. It's called the smile shot. It's like Japan doesn't know that life isn't an anime. It's crazy. It's like don't smile too much. It's
You know
like
what,
this tiny Asian girl giving like the voiceover for it. It's like don't smile too much or you'll cause a shooting spree. It's crazy.
It's more like they don't have guns, so guns are like a joke to them.
Yeah.
Skip this shit. Come on, you gotta work that start button, bro. Now back to Twinkle Park.
Yeah.
Okay, first thing. Last night, Mike from Penny Arcade tweeted. He said he has 2 kids. He has a 7-year-old son and a younger son.
Yep.
And his 7-year-old son said of his younger brother, "He's like the Kinect. He never does what you want." So it's like, yes, that is the greatest thing.
That's pretty great.
That's a great thing. Second of all, skip this. Third of all, you want me to drop another bomb on you?
Yeah.
You know they brought back Toonami?
What?
Yeah. Like, I think they, at some point, I don't know if it ever went away. I think it did. They brought back the anime block for Adult Swim, and then at some point they decided that people would rather the anime block at least be called Toonami and to have Tom back. Here's this thing.
No way. They don't have Tom, do they?
Dude, yeah. Like, all right, here's the thing.
Yeah?
It actually came out of, they brought back the anime block for Adult Swim, and it was just Adult Swim every Saturday night they have anime. And they've been showing, like, Bleach or something. This, I all just, like, read this on Wikipedia and stuff.
I've seen
Because
an amount of.
I was editing our Gundam Let's Play.
Yeah.
And we started
You
talking
mean
about
Zorks.
We started talking about Toonami, and it got me thinking about it again. So I went on the Wikipedia page for it at some point, and I learned that so here's the thing, like, for Adult Swim or like April Fools or whatever the fuck, for like the past few years, their April Fools thing had been that when the clock struck midnight and it was officially April Fools, they started playing The Room.
That's
And
pretty
what
funny.
they did this year was they started playing. You saw like the opening title cards for The Room, and you saw like the very first shot, which I think was like the Golden Gate Bridge
Yeah.
or whatever. And then all of a sudden it like cuts out and it's Tom, and he's like, "Oh hey, Adult Swim, I just checked my calendar and it's officially April Fools." And then it just like leads into Bleach, and then after that they ran like the episode of DBZ where Gohan beats Cell, and they they played like some pivotal episode of like Tenchi Muyo, and
Yeah.
then they played an episode of Gundam Wing where like Hero detonates the Wing Gundam, and like it was just like this string of just like greatest hits of Toonami and stuff. They had
awesome.
like Big O and what the fuck else, something else, and they also ended it by showing two of like the sort of like proto animes where they showed an episode of Astro Boy from the 50s and an episode of Gigantor, which was like two of like the OG animes. They were like in black and white and everything.
Yeah.
And that was pretty awesome. And then that was kind of like their test to see like, do people want this? Apparently they had like they had their hashtags Toonami's back bitches and also bring back Toonami. And then in May they decided to like officially make the Saturday night Adult Swim anime block. It's Toonami again.
Is
now.
it the same voice actor?
Yeah. And and they had like I guess the way they got permission to show those animes cheaply was that they agreed to like do promotion for the anime DVDs. They had the second to last episode of Outlaw Star, which reminded me and assured me that yes, Outlaw Star is the best thing ever.
I don't know what Outlaw Star is.
It's so-
Wow, this is the worst.
Wow, that's
Holy shit.
man, I wonder if
no way to change the
that's
camera.
new to DX or this port, because I haven't
Fuck
seen that
me.
happen before. But you
Wow.
did go in the wrong direction, so that's your fault again. If you knew how to play this game, Keith, these things wouldn't happen.
Maybe everybody else goes in the wrong direction, and the direction I went in was right. Why would you not go around the faster way?
Yeah, I don't know. They showed like the first 45 minutes of Blue Sub 6.
I don't know what that is.
It's a movie that they used to play on Toonami a lot. But the thing was, the movie is like 1,000,000 hours long. So I was like, they're not really gonna play all
And then
Blue
they
Sub
didn't.
6, are they? Yeah, they didn't.
Wow, they read your
But
mind.
there's a torrent of it. So that's what I spent my Saturday or Sunday doing.
Yep.
Was I just downloaded that and then spent all day watching Toonami. So that was a lot of fun. And But did you ever see what Toonami and Tom looked like in its final incarnation?
Crazy.
It was
It
nuts.
looked insane. It was like this weird. It was like super realism space thing. Am I right?
Wait, what?
Yeah, it looked like Tom looked like they tried to make him look like a real person.
He looked like some kind of like Wall-E knockoff.
Oh, really?
what it
Well, then
was.
I'm thinking the second one, because like,
Oh, you're thinking of Tom 3?
maybe Tom 3.
And
like,
that's-
of it. Like he started off as a cartoon, and then got more and more. They tried to get more and more real with
He's a
it,
spaceman.
and then they just went total backwards with Wally.
Yeah, like Tom 4 looks totally different. It looks, and he had like a crew too. He had like a bunch of other friends. Like if you just go
Weird.
on and search like,
You know
go,
what? I may have seen that.
go to YouTube and search Toonami 2008, and there's like a thing that will come up that's just like a bunch of 2008 bumpers from back to back, and it's just so weird. Can I do this?
Yeah, here, sure. I'm gonna get a drink. Do you
Okay.
want something?
Sure. Surprise me.
Surprised? Fuck. Do you not want it? I'll bring it back.
Do not want. Well, I meant like surprise me with something good. Okay.
Do you know the difference between Coke Zero and Diet Coke?
Yeah.
What is the difference?
The difference is that Diet Coke doesn't taste like Coke, and Coke Zero is. Coke Zero is like the new Coke, where like originally Diet Coke was supposed to taste like Coke.
Right.
It was like they did their best.
Right, with
but
what
it
they
was
had.
like the 70s or whatever, so that it doesn't taste at all like Coke.
Right, and now Diet Coke is its own thing.
Yeah, it's like now there are enough people that like I like Diet Coke also.
Yeah.
So Diet Coke is now its own thing, and so now their new attempt to make it a diet drink that tastes like Coke is Coke Zero. And now also they have Coke something else.
Oh, yeah, I don't know.
Oh wait, no, maybe I'm confusing it with Pepsi Next, which
Pepsi
is
Next,
like
yeah.
Pepsi Zero.
That's the podcast Pepsi.
Yeah. I have not heard any evidence of this.
Yeah, I don't know what podcast you're not listening to.
I guess not.
I think it's an Earwolf thing, so it should be on Comedy Bang Bang, which you do listen to.
I haven't been listening to that.
Oh, well, it's really great.
Oh, is Comedy Bang Bang good?
Yeah.
Thanks, because I didn't know that.
Well, maybe you forgot and you had to be reminded. They had a second Farts and Procreation episode with Chelsea Peretti, Adam Scott, and Harris Whittles, and it was great.
Oh, I saw that.
You saw the
I
second
don't
one?
remember it being very good.
It was great.
This is definitely worse than the Dreamcast version. I'm not imagining this.
Yeah, I've been saying that the entire time.
And
It
this
is.
port in particular seems even worse than the GameCube, the GameCube version.
The GameCube version, the director's cut on the GameCube, is worse than the Dreamcast version, and this is a port of that, which means it's worse than the GameCube version.
Yeah.
Or let's say it's a Sega port of that. So
This
it's
really
worse than
sucks. I almost want to do the PC version now anyways. 'Cause the PC version works pretty good.
Now let's do this, because we already have this.
I already have the PC version and I have a save file at the end of the game. I mean, I did tell you this.
Yep.
You seemed pretty insistent on doing this.
Yeah.
You just wanted to play Sonic Adventure again.
I don't. It's not fun for me.
Then why are you doing it?
I don't know. I don't know why I want to do it, and I don't know why I agreed to do it. And I don't know why I'm forcing myself to do it all at once.
Listen, Keith, what we could do is we could stop this madness now
Yeah.
and have a party and play Fortune Street and fun games. And we could do the Sonic Adventure episode on the PC version at my house. And we could take some of what we've recorded so far today and cut it and make it a podcast.
Yeah, sure. Is that what you want?
Do you want to do that?
Is that what you want?
I think that would be best for everyone involved.
Kyle, what do you want?
I think I would like to do that.
Okay.
Okay, are we going to stop this?
Yeah,
Are
sure.
we for sure? All right.